Welcome back to Be Creative Stamping. Today I'd like to show you how to make this punch art chick. It's actually created and attached to an embellishment container, and also a paper straw has been inserted into the container. So we first want to start with the face and the bottom, and these two circles measure at 2.5 inches in diameter. So this is the punch that you would use. If you don't have this punch, I have two other suggestions for you. One is the Sizzix die Circles number 2, and it is located in our catalog. It's actually this circle right here, and there are also 3 smaller circles on the same die. You can also use our Circles collection framelits, and it's actually the 5th circle from smallest to largest. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's this one right here. It's just a tad bit smaller than 2.5 inches, but it works beautifully. All right, you're going to also need a scallop, and this is our 1 3/4 inch scallop right here. You'll also need this flower from Boho Blossoms, and here it is. You'll be using this one. And now we'll move on to the eyes. You'll need 2 of the white circles, and you can get that from the 1/2 inch circle punch. So 2 of those in Whisper White, and then this smaller black circle, you'll need 2 of these as well, and it's coming from the Owl Builder punch, and they're right here. And his beak is actually created with a 3/4 inch square punch. Now, some other supplies we're going to use today is the crocodile, because this is going to punch the hole in our embellishment container. And then you'll also want a white chalk marker, an empty embellishment container, and a paper straw. So let's get started. We're going to do a little bit of sponging now, and I'm using Daffodil Delight ink on the Daffodil Delight circles, and I'm just going to shade these quickly. Just sponge them a little bit. Sometimes I kind of pounce on top of it. Again, we're going to do the same with this one. One goes on top and one will go on the bottom. Now I'm going to sponge the scallop circle. There we go. And while I have it in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut straight across, because these are going to become the wings. All right. Now let's use some pumpkin pie ink, and we're going to shade this little flower here and the square punch, and this is what becomes the beak. All right, we're going to work on creating the little chick's face, and we're going to start with the very top. I'm going to use my 2-way glue, and actually I think I'll just put some here on one side of the circle. And then I can attach this. Whoops. Here we go. I just have to decide how far I want this to stick out. And I think that'll be cute. Alright. The next thing are the wings. And we want 4 of these little mountains to show. So I'm just going to put some adhesive here. Some 2-way glue. I am having a really hard time picking up things. I'm sorry. Alright, and then we are going to want this to stick out about this far. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, okay, that are showing. And now I'm going to put the wing about right there on the circle. Now, of course, we want the other wing to go here, and we want it to be parallel and just look awesome. So hopefully we can make them even on both sides. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that looks pretty good. All right. So now we have the wings. We're ready to create the eyes, and we're going to start with our big white circles. I'm just adhering some two-way glue there. I'm going to stick one of the eyes down, and now I'm going to work on the other eye. And I will put that one about right there, okay? Now we're ready for our little black circles. These came from the Owl Builder Punch. And we're just going to stick those down like that. And one more to go. All right. Now we're going to add our chalk marker. Love this new product. And we're just going to put some little lines and dots there, and you can always go back over it and make it a little darker if you want. You can also use a white gel pen, so both will work just fine. All right, now I want to give this little guy some cheeks, and so I need to get the pumpkin pie ink. Actually, here's some, and I bet, yeah, this will work just fine. I had just used this to sponge the shape, so that will work. Alright, so here's our little beak, and just kind of put a score line here from one corner to the other with your fingernail, and then we'll fold this up, see if we can get that fairly even, and we'll use some two-way glue right here. Alright. See if we can get that. Okay, so now what we want to do, his beak is actually a little crooked, but he's still going to be a really cute chick. Alright, so we're going to take the top to our embellishment container, and we're going to use our Tombow glue, and we're going to use the outer edges right along here, and then we're going to attach our chick. And I just got glue all over this little guy. I will be able to get that off. I'm going to get a paper towel and I'm going to wipe that off. Alright, I took a wet paper towel and I just kind of wiped that glue off of there, and he's going to be just fine. I have already attached the Daffodil Delight circle on the bottom of the container, so that's been done. And now this is the point where you're going to want to punch the hole into your embellishment container. I've already done this one, but I'm going to show you how to do it. You'll take your Crop-A-Dile, and if you don't have one of these, try another hole punch. And then you're going to insert it, and you're going to punch a hole. And see if I can get that up there so you can see it. Now, in order to make the hole big enough, you've got to punch a few times. So this was about 3 punches. Not sure if you can see that or not, but just big enough to insert the straw. So here's the paper straw. Put this little guy in, and we probably only need it about right here. By the way, the straw was cut at 5.5 inches. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit shorter than a standard straw. Alright, so now we got the hot glue gun, and I like to just put glue all the way around the stick. It will secure it, and it will also hold your straw into place, so it will not slide around, and it does fill up that hole as well. So we'll give this a few minutes to dry, and in the meantime we can put, let's see, that looks good, we can put our little chick right on top. Now if you'd like to add a ribbon, you can just tie a bow and attach it with a glue dot, so that's another option for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Once this dries, I can fill it with Easter candy. So have a great day, and thanks for buzzing by.